Welcome to the 8th episode of the Best of Both series.
This episode will be educational and is fully dedicated to the Living Land Farm, which is a project in Luang Prabang run by local families to let you experience what it is to be a full-grown farmer in the beautiful country of Laos.
Stay overnight in a traditional Lao-style house, have typical Lao dishes for lunch, and finally participate in the whole farming cultivation process of rice.
This is an experience you cannot miss by doing it in person, and in this way we would like to promote it.
You can find all the details on the official website of the Living Land Farm, link below and in the description. So, let's dig in the rice experience.
Local people soak the grains in salted water and use the ones that have fallen to the bottom. Those grains contain a seed which can grow. About 20 kilograms of good grains are needed to get about 2 tons of rice.
If you put the rice, all this rice in here, you can select the grain. The happy one is sitting down. The floating is empty. When you harvest, you get maybe 1.5 or 2 tons for 1 hectare. If you put good rice.
But do you plant every 4 months? You plant, you harvest,
you plant and harvest.
Doesn't matter which season it is?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This is good time to use to put the rice in here. So, some of them is sink in the bottom, some of them is floating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the floating here is it's not strong grain. You can give to the chicken. So I show you this one. This is sink down. This is floating.
Oh yeah.
It's a hut. It's like empty. This is how the local people here select the grain.
Daily watering is of utter importance during the month of growing. In the meantime, another piece of land must be prepared for further growth. 1 month later, the transfer to the prepared land can begin.
That one is already 1 month. You have to germinate first and let the seeds come out, the seedlings come out until 1 month, and then you take the seedlings out and go into plant. And every day you have to come and, like this, to put the water in like this. Yeah.
The third step is preparation of the ground for the actual long growing periods. Unprepared ground is uneven, dry, and contains a lot of weeds that must be removed. Traditionally, a buffalo is used to pull a tool which does all the heavy work.
Her name is Susan. Susan got 5 years old. Susan to help us to pull the mud to remove the weed. You see the behind you here. Before it was like this. Before we go into plant, we have to remove to make the soil smooth and work only 1 day. Finish. Yeah. Start from the side and go round, finish in the middle. Yeah. So before we go into work with Susan, we have to work with Susan. The first word is hui hui. Hui hui means go. If Susan run away, don't want to work with us, you say you. You means stop. Only 2 words.
Once the grains have grown little from their seeds, it is time for spacing them out. This prevents roots overcrowding and increases product quality and growing speed. The fourth step is transferring the seedlings to the prepared clean ground.
This is how we plant this seedling. You have to separate it. You jump like this. cup like this, 20 cents each plant. Yeah, 20 cents, not too close. Yeah. Like this. Yeah. Today we plant my farm, and then tomorrow we move to your farm. The day after tomorrow we move to the other family farm, make a rotation. Then we have each other during the planting.
Not that easy. Let's go.
Hopla. Time to farm.
Let's come down, friend. Come on.
Getting a free mud spot today. The fifth step is watering the ground. Rice fields are created as smaller pools at different geographical heights. Using drainage tunnels, water can easily flow between fields. Unnecessary weeds use water and take up space. Thus, daily cleaning is very important.
You see, this is how do we drain water. Yeah, every 3 days with water and 3 days without water. Yeah. It is closed by mud. And you know this weed, we have to come here every day to take all this weed. This weed is not good for the rice. One seedling like this can grow more. Another 4 or 5 seedlings come up. It's getting huge. Yeah. So now we're going back to step 6. Yeah, step 6, how to cut.
When the rice is gold brown, it's ready for harvest. Water is drained a couple days earlier and a sickle is used to cut the rice stalks. After collecting a handful of stalks, those are tied up and laid back on the ground for additional dry.
You see, when the rice is getting brown like this, it's almost ready to harvest. Yeah, you can see all this rice getting yellow or getting brown. It's ready to cut. Yeah, this one we can wait another maybe 2 weeks or 3 weeks. It's ready to cut. And how do we cut? We use this one. We call a sickle. Before we go into harvest, we have to dry the water first. At least 10 days. We let it dry properly and then we can harvest. And how do we harvest? We cut from the ground here is 20 cents. We cut like this. See? Like this. Yeah. And then you take one store, this. Like this. That's all, yeah. And then you tie it like this. And then you dry on the store where it was cut. You not dry on the floor, it's not good. At least 5 days or 1 week. After 1 week, then you come and then you collect like this, and you carry it to the house where you thresh. Yeah.
After a week of drying on the ground, the tied up rice stalks are ready to be threshed. The seventh step is to punch the rice grains out from the stalks. It is important that everything is dry, otherwise the rice won't fall out easily.
How to stressing the rice. After we dry it 7 days, I'll show you how to be stressed. See, if you not dry them properly, it's hard to stress. Yeah, if you dry like this one, we can build this one, or we can give to Susan. No cow, yeah.
Eighth step is blasting air on the threshed rice. We separate the heavier, usable grains from the non-usable ones, empty husks and loose stalks. The end product are usable rice grains in husks.
The ninth step is about different ways of transport. Depending on the place of birth, you might be raised with different techniques. All traditional techniques use only the body as carriage. Some put the weight on their head, while others on the shoulders.
Now we have only 7 million the population here. 65% here is farmer. We have 3 ethnic groups living here together. We have Lao, Khmer, and Hmong, and we have all different language. And when we are in Luang Prabang or in the town or in school, we speak Lao. We use the Lao language as main language in the country. When we are at home, we speak dialect. This basket, they have all different technique how to carry their own way. Or Khmer technique, how do they carry the rice back home? We use like this. This is Khmer. You know Khmer? Khmer is origin from Khmer. Khmer is we call Cambodia before long time ago, yeah. Hmong. I think you know Hmong.
Backpack.
Yeah, backpack. Hmong is quite easy, yeah. My dad is Lao. My mom is Hmong. Before when we live in the mountain with my mom's family, we always carry like this. And sometimes my dad put me on here and carry to the mountain with the baby. This is Lao. Lao way is quite similar like we call Vietnam. To find the balance, if you have it in the front, you have to move back like this. If you tie it in this shoulder, and then you can swap to the other like this. Yeah.
So that's if you have 2 babies.
Yeah, you put one baby here, one baby here. It's quite difficult, you know. My mom, before she was used to carry this one, but now we moved to our family and my dad's family in Luang Prabang. My dad said, "Why you not carry like a lot of people?" She said she don't know how to carry this. It's difficult for her. You know, this one, if you don't know how to carry this one, you always swing like this. You have to walk like a sexy walk. If you not keep the balance here, like this one is swing. Otherwise you will lose your rice or your things in the basket.
We can now transport the rice to our home or warehouse where we will prepare the rice for usage. Rice grows with protective husks around, and those can now be removed. This is step 10.
In Lao we call Kok Tam Khao. Long time ago we have no machine. We use these ones to pound the rice. If you have like full of this basket here, you can work out with motor maybe 1 hour. So this is step 10. I will show you how to husk.
Once the hard husks are removed from the rice grains, they have to be separated. The last 11th step before cooking is a special technique on a woven plate, on which the husks are flying away, leaving the clean rice behind.
Step 11, how to clean the rice. This is the basic job of woman in Laos. If you don't know this, you will be single all the time. One is not break yet, so you have to put it back here again, pound another time again. Okay. Now we get rice for lunch. And they put in the side and grounds where you store the rice. And for the food, normally they burn like a little fish, put inside here. And then the mouse come at night looking to eat the rice and smell fish. Come here. Fish, yeah. And then tomorrow morning is a barbecue.
Just the thought of that.
Now you are an educated rice farmer and can physically support the local rice farmers in their hard work. And if you like the video, hit that like button to feed the algorithm some rice. We would once again like to thank the Living Land Farm for the opportunity, and be aware that additionally to what you have seen during this tour, there are also bamboo weaving classes, proper rice cooking information, training on different rice styles and many more. Thank you for watching.